Hey everyone, welcome. I want to just give a quick chat to you all. I'm sorry that I'm all over the place as I get myself set up here. I want to have a quick chat about wellness and how your body really heals. Hi everyone, hi. Lots of hearts, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's talk about wellness for a minute, because I think there's a lot of, I know, there's just like a ton of misconception out there about what it takes to be well. We tend to think and talk in terms of diseases and symptoms and treating symptoms and all that. And listen, we've all been programmed, and we know that. We've all been programmed, right? If you were to watch TV, you would think you have a headache because you were deficient in like acetaminophen, you know? We have this brain, whatever, you know, this programming that has really messed up our way of thinking. Hello, Diana. Good to see you on here from Florida. Okay, so I'm going to talk. I take a very common sense approach. I've been in natural wellness since I'm 18. I was very ill myself. Hey, from Missouri. Hi there, Christine. You know, and so I was kind of forced into following a path that was going to, you know, kind of keep me healthy, because I nearly died, and I was, like I said, I was just kind of forced into this wellness path. But I've learned a lot over the last 22 years that I want to share with you guys, okay? So your body knows how to heal. And I want to say this, you know, as clearly and as loudly as possible. Your body knows how to heal itself. It knows. It's designed to heal itself, okay? But it has to be given the right conditions in order to do that. And this is where real wellness comes in, okay? Most people don't understand real wellness. They still, even if they're using a natural product, they kind of just exchange. Hi from Texas, Florida. I see all of you in there. Thank you. But again, if people, when they start to get into like natural stuff, they tend to just say, all right, instead of taking this pill, I'm going to take this natural product and I'm going to call myself healthy and holistic and all that. And it really falls grossly short of what it takes to really be well and to get the body to heal. So I want you to, again, I take a very common sense approach. So let's start out with a whole lot of common sense. Let's start out with air. Okay, what are the three things we really need to survive, right? We need air, we need food, we need water. And in certain conditions, of course, we need shelter and we need all that. But again, going extremely basic right now, we need air, food, and water. Okay, so if you don't have air, it only takes a couple minutes before you have, you know, crazy brain damage, right? And it's only then a little bit while after that before you would die. You'd go into system shutdown. So knowing that it only takes a few minutes, common sense might say, to me it says this, common sense might say that the quality of the air might make a difference. It's so important that you can't survive for even a few minutes without it, right? So wouldn't the quality then of your air make a difference? I would think so, right? I would think so. Okay, so now let's take water. You could only really go a few days without water before everything starts to shut down and you don't survive, right? You need to have water. Common sense approach, okay? So here, now, wouldn't you say then, if you know it's only a few days, it's so important that you can't even go only a few days before you start to like really shut down and then eventually die. So don't you think the quality of the water might make a difference, right? Common sense. And water, we're not just talking juices, although getting water from whole foods, from your like water-rich foods like watermelon and fruits and vegetables and all that stuff, of course, filtered water, you know, it's really important. You could get it from other places. You can survive on getting water from fruits and vegetables. You can. Okay, but the point is getting pure liquids into your body is really important. Yes, coconut water also. Really, it's fantastic, coconut water. Okay, so here's two common sense things. The third common sense. Now, you could actually go for a few weeks without food and do very well. And I know people that have gone somewhat longer than that, and those are definitely exceptions. But eventually, even without food, your body starts to consume itself until you go into shutdown and you die from that. So once again, don't you think the quality of your food might make a difference? The answer is yes. I mean, it's hands down, the answer is yes. The quality of your air, your water, your food are primary to your survival. The next steps, besides, again, shelter, depending where you are and all that, but the next steps, exercise. Exercise. Your body requires movement. It does. It requires movement to be healthy. It's what gets your lymphatic system moving. It's what helps you flush out, the toxins. It's what gets your digestive system moving. It's what makes everything function normally. It gets your neurotransmitters in your brain, your neurological system functioning more properly. Okay, this is how we are designed. We require exercise. We require good food. We require good water. We require, good air. We require all this. Now, let's get to the food part when we're talking about the reset. So when you're talking about food, what does your body need? What does your body want? Okay, well, it only recognizes whole foods. That's it. It does not recognize processed foods. Once you start adding chemicals to it, in fact, once you start cooking it and overcooking it, it's a real problem as well. Okay, but whole foods, fruits, vegetables. I'm not even a big fan of grains, but soak them, you're okay. Or at least it's better. If you're going to have grains, quinoa is a great grain to have. But making sure you're getting whole foods and just going from there. Now you're giving your body the condition, the nutrients it needs. And by the way, the foods that are the most nutrient dense also tend to have the lowest calories. I mean, imagine that. So you could actually consume a whole lot more of it and get that much more nutrition. We are a society that is just completely malnourished. And what happens? You start to see these syndromes, and not only malnourished, but there's malabsorption. And that's because we keep triggering all this stuff to go on, all this inflammation. Your body's response to this is inflammation, right? Okay, so now I'm just breaking it down a little bit. I'm going to show you how this even fits in to your overall wellness. If you were to just start doing that alone, even if it's baby steps, just start eating whole foods, all that, you're going to feel better. Your digestion's going to move better. You're not going to have even inflammation in your digestive tract, which means you'll absorb your nutrients better. Every disease, I don't care if it's emotional, I don't care if it's physical, I don't care if it's autoimmune, I don't care what it is. All disease comes from the state you put your body into, from your food, I should say stressors in general, but stressors could include the food that you have, the water you have, the air you have, of course, emotional stressors. Lack of exercise would create a stress on the body. Too much exercise creates a stress on the body. Okay. One of my favorite things in staying healthy also that I talk about often is using essential oils. Using essential oils to me is one of those things that's essential to health. I believe that God put this here for us to be able to use, but understand my particular standpoint on essential oils. Essential oils don't cure anything. It's not their job to do it. Okay. Essential oils allow your body once again to function in its normal state. It supports your body to function normally, just like good air does, just like good food does. All of these things in combination, it gets you in that mental state. Let's just say you have this crazy stress going on, right? It helps your body function normally. When your body functions normally, it will start to heal itself, and you'd be surprised at how rapidly it wants to heal itself. It is designed to do that. So if you find yourself in a chronic state of disease or a chronic state of head funk or a chronic state of anything, what you really need to do, in my opinion, is go back to basics. Look at your water. Make sure you're getting good, pure, filtered water, or get it from your fruits and vegetables. Go organic as soon as you could go. As soon as you can, go organic. Get all the pesticides and other junk out as quickly as you can. Eat good, wholesome foods. Get away from the fast food. It doesn't serve you. It does not serve you at all. What water do I suggest? I have this whole filter system. Sleep, yes. Somebody brought up sleep. Of course, sleep. Of course. But again, if you have sleep issues, I'm someone who off and on could have sleep issues, mostly because my brain gets going. I get all these ideas and I have trouble sleeping. But occasionally I get sleep issues. But what I look at when I'm having sleep issues is, again, am I eating the way I want to? Am I exercising enough? Am I taking the time, the downtime to slow down? Where's my spiritual life? Not everyone likes to hear about their spiritual life. I'm a huge fan of having a strong connection to a higher source. I don't care if you call it God. I don't care if you call it universe. I don't care what you call it. The whole idea of having this strong connection to a higher source, to me, is very important, and it's what guides my life. It's what gives me strength. It's what calms my mind. And I think that's something that everyone should be seeking out and paying attention to. So any questions here? I'd love to answer your questions. I hope you're getting the general gist of wellness, and that it's not just about, let me see if I could get rid of whatever symptoms or get rid of whatever disease. You won't even have to think about those things. Like the disease that I had was technically not treatable. And I know you're all going to ask me what it was, and I'm not going to talk about it here. But let's just say that I got a virus that and it's not AIDS, not anything like that, but I got a virus that nearly killed me. And I could not think in terms of just what could kill this virus. There was no treatment like that. It wasn't right. Somebody said no magic bullet. There is no magic bullet. I had to change my life. I had to. I was forced to. And I'm now so grateful that I was forced to take that path. And like I said, I did it 20-something years ago, and I was forced into taking that path. And it's made me feel amazing. And it put me on this mission, because at the same time, I will tell you, and this really gets to me because the anniversary is coming up. Oh, you can see it touches my heart. At the same time that I got this virus, my friends, one of my best friends from high school, was diagnosed with cancer. She subsequently died. She was not taught this lifestyle. She was not taught how to be healthy. It wasn't something the doctors or the family or anybody believed in. It was just something that I was learning about because I was going through something myself. I didn't even know what to say. I just, this was just my life at the time. It was me being sick. It was one of my best friends being sick. I got well, but I had to change my entire life, which is what put me on this course. The last thing I said to my friend, I'm sorry. The last thing I said to my friend, and I held her hand while she died, I said, I promise that I will not let you die in vain. And I will spend the rest of my life teaching people how to be well. Teaching people that they do have hope, that they do have choices, that there is an amazing life out here, and you don't have to be a victim or a hostage of your life. I don't care what your circumstances are. You and you alone have the power. You have the power to make a difference, and it has to start with you. You have to model the behavior. And that was, again, a huge lesson for me that I'm so grateful that I got really early on in life, and that I continue, like I said, 22 years later, I continue to live this life, and I'm still just as passionate about it, maybe even more passionate about it. And, I don't care if everybody hears the message at first. I certainly wasn't open to the message at first. I'm totally okay hearing no, and you're crazy, and you're this and that. That's fine. Nobody walked my shoes to get to where I'm at. And for the most part, I hope nobody has to walk that path in order to get here. But I consider my path to be a total blessing. A total blessing. It woke me up to my spiritual life. It woke me up to my health. It woke me up to understand that I was in the position I was in because of me. Even though I could say, well, this virus did this, whatever, I couldn't accept that. I will not accept blaming anything else or anyone else at any time for my circumstance. I take full responsibility, and that was the promise I made to God, my higher source. That was the promise I made. I will take full responsibility for my life. I will even lead as one. If nobody's following me, but this is what I feel so strongly about, I will stand alone. That's what I will do. And that's the commitment I made. So I ask you guys, what commitment are you willing to make to, even if it starts out small, what commitment are you willing to make to your health, to your wellness, don't commit to your disease, whatever it is, dis-ease. Don't commit to any, whatever. Don't commit to your head disease or whatever it is. Don't commit to your financial disease, for goodness sake. Don't commit to any of disease. Only commit to your wellness. Heal your body, heal your soul, heal your life if you need to. But this is where it starts. The formula is simple. People want magic bullets all the time. I've been in the natural world for a long time. I came from the conventional world. I used to be a university researcher, so I came from that. I promise you, everyone's looking for magic bullets, even when they come in from a perspective of natural perspective. They still come looking for the magic bullets. And I'm going to encourage you not to do that, because the journey to your wellness, all your wellness, whether it's your physical wellness, your emotional wellness, your spiritual wellness, your financial wellness, your relationship wellness, I don't care what it is, your journey is chock full of beautiful, wonderful lessons that you could walk away with. And when you come back and look at this, you're going to say, wow, now my life has purpose. Now and you might feel purpose right now, and that's awesome, but that purpose will just expand and expand and expand and expand. And then you're going to realize how many more lives you could touch, how many more people you can influence, even if it's just with your thoughts, even if it's just with your heart or your prayer or whatever, or speaking out like this, or, having a different kind of forum, maybe doing it on social media, whatever it is. You and every single one of us on this planet has this kind of power to make a difference, but it has to start with you. You need to commit to your wellness. You need to commit to healing your body and your mind and everything else. And when you commit to that, that's what will expand. Anyway, I appreciate you guys being on here. I appreciate all the hearts and the love and everything else that's come with this. You guys are amazing, and hopefully we'll be doing more of this. I hope you got something out of it. Take care, everyone.